Hi, it's Mick from Redcliffe Marketing Labs, and in this update we're just going to look at domain names and what sort of domain name you should try and get for your business. I've seen a few questions asked about should you get the .com or the .com.au, or is it, if you can't get the ones you're after, they've already been taken, is it okay to go with a .net.au style domain name? Now, here's a couple of things to consider. So a lot of people don't know yet, there's about 500 different new extensions coming out. So there'll be .coffee, .shoes, .clothing, .plumbing, .builders, and a heap more of these. So there's going to be a lot more confusion because you'll be able to have, J&J Sons and Co. .plumbing will be a possible new website address. So with that sort of confusion for the consumer, having all these different domain names and extensions out there, it makes it fairly important, especially for the next couple of years until people get used to that, going with a fairly standardized domain name that folks will know about. So where you can, if you're an Australian business dealing with Australian customers, especially if you're a local business where you actually go out and service your customers so they walk into your shop, then a .com.au will give you a slight ranking, all things being considered, a slight ranking boost in the search engines over a .com. But if you're doing business and you're going to be a large global business doing trading overseas, and especially online, you don't have to be a massive business to be doing business and sending things online. If you're doing like e-commerce type retailing, then a .com is really what you're after. That's the top of the food chain, and that's what most people are familiar with is a .com, and in the Australian context, .com.au. If you start thinking about things like the .net.au and things like that, then there's not too many large companies out there that you'll be able to think of which have that sort of domain name. And it does kind of reflect on your business as far as how big you are and possibly how professional you are if you haven't got one of those top domain names. So something to think about, see if you can work out, especially if you're starting from scratch and you're working out a new business name, try and work out if you can get one of those top domain names of .com.au, or if there's some kind of arrangement, abbreviation of your business name to get that. And just know that there's all these new domain names which are coming out. So if you haven't gone and registered the domain name that you're after, in many cases it's first in, best dressed. And again, they're really quite cheap to go and register a domain name. It's maximum sort of $20, $40 per year. So go and do it. And even if it's just a matter of sitting on it now till you're ready, that's something you want to go and talk to one of your website advisor about, or your web company about, is getting those things locked down. And also just having a look in your industry, what new domain extensions are coming out, whether it's going to affect you. And same thing again, if you've got a brand name where you want to go out and buy the new variation of that brand name as well. So you own the .com, the .com.au, the .builders, the .net. So you own all those different extensions to try and protect your brand there. So I hope that's a bit of information. If you're starting from scratch, or if you're trying to register a domain name and you're trying to choose which extension to go for, there might be a bit more information you can use there. If you've got any more questions about domain names, please drop a reply underneath where you're watching or hearing this, and I'll happy to continue the conversation with you there. All right, till next time, it's Mick from Redcliffe Marketing Labs. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.